Hi, I'm Claude and welcome to my hydroponics channel. I originally became interested in hydroponics when I was trying to grow my cannabis plants, which I'm happy to say are doing quite well. I'm about less than a month away from completing that successfully. I was able to also do clones. So at this point, I want to expand my hydroponics and branch out into vegetables. So I've decided to take on romaine lettuce and basil. Before I continue, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can find out how what I'm going to do today turns out, and also how the cannabis plants finally turn out in the end. I'm dying to know myself. In this video, I'm going to go over what I started to do to germinate seeds and how that didn't work so well as what I'm doing now using Rockwell. Originally, when I started to germinate my seeds, I seen somebody use like ice cube tray with holes in the bottom. This is a better example here. And then placing the seeds in Rockwell. Rockwell is a fibrous rock material. It has no nutrients, and you just plant the seed in the middle and you wait for it to germinate. Originally, I placed the seeds in small pieces of Rockwell, but it wasn't large enough, so it either drowned the seed or it dried up. Later on, as you can see here, I used larger pieces, and these are actual romaine seeds, and they're in a planting tray with grooves, which really helps and control the amount of water each seed gets. And over here, this is the basil. They turned out quite good. And then what I did was I transplanted the basil into a small net pot, and you can actually see the roots. So here's the basil transplanted into a net pot, and you can clearly see the roots. This one's doing pretty good. And there's the plant. Okay, I'm gonna get started by planting 2 romaine lettuce net pots. So I'll start with the Rockwell. I've actually cut this into 8 pieces. Here's one of them. Now in the middle, I'll just poke a hole for the seed. Like that. And then place 2 seeds in the hole. And that's good. So now, instead of doing this extra step here where I'm transplanting into a net pot, I'm just going to plant it directly into a net pot. And when that net pot sits in the water, which will be about right to the bottom, the Rockwell will wick up the water to keep the seed wet enough to germinate successfully. Okay, so we'll do the second one. There's our hole. Plant the seeds. We'll take 2 of them. All right, and then we'll place that in a 2-inch net pot, and then place that off to the side. Okay, next we'll do the basil seeds. So again, poke a hole. We'll drop in 2 seeds. So while I have everything out, I'm going to transplant my original basil plants into net pots. So by planting them directly into the net pot, I hope to avoid this step. All right, so I think I just see this is not good. Okay, so here's the basil plant. So I should be able to just drop that into the pot. Okay, good. And the roots should pick up water. And I'll just put that in a 2-inch net pot for a larger system. And then cover that with clay pebbles. So I probably will not use this system as it's extra work. I just like going directly into a net pot. Okay, and there it is, transplanted. And I'm also going to transplant my lettuce. So we'll just take it out of the tray. Okay, so there's roots coming through on all of them, so that's good news. So I'm going to go into this other system. These net cups are from a small hydroponic system I bought. So we'll just put that in there. Again, this is kind of difficult. So in this mini hydroponic system that I got, so it came with these little pots, as well as some tweezers or forceps that work really good in trying to get these small plants transplanted without falling upside down. There we go, roots sticking out the bottom. Perfect. So I'm using this seedling tray. It has the grooves, so the water on top of the groove is quite shallow, but in the groove is deeper. So that works really well with the roots. So now I'll just place everything back into the tray. And okay. So that's it for today's video. Be sure to subscribe so you can see how this turns out. Also, there's going to be an expansion shelf for these when they get bigger. I'm building that now. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.